I mean, I don't see how we can't be happy about that.
Decomposing, you been bugging.
It should. So I immediately, set myself up, to expect a new week. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. And as you can see, already, we got my guy, numero uno, family man, my family. Stop Raider hating in the building. Oh, snap. Hold on. Y'all got to give us a hot second real quick. I got some technical difficulties going on right now with that. Yeah, we gotta get right. Yeah, we gotta get right. Testing. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear? Go ahead.
You heard me?
Yeah, that mic is clear now. Yes, that mic is absolutely clear. Perfect. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are getting another exclusive, if you will. Coming from the studios of Turf Nation, by way of TRS, all that good stuff. Shout out to my brothers, my boys. Yeah, man, it's always a good time to spin up and chop it up, right? You know what I'm saying? Tell them what's going on, Daylon.
While I'm in town, I got to make my presence felt. Come through, kick it with the fam, and get to this Raider business.
Absolutely. Hey, I want the chat to let me know, man. Can y'all hear Daylon? Thumbs up, all that good stuff. I want to make sure y'all can hear him. His mic is nice and clear as we get through this, man. It's slow for Raider Nation right now. It's slow for everybody. There's a lot that we trying to come up with from content creators, but honestly, truthfully, I have no problem with really talking about with what's going on today. There's a lot of little nuances and things that absolutely will cause problems in the future, in the near future. I mean, we can try to shy away from, right, AP's wife having the whole bankruptcy issue, right? We can shy away from us acting like the number 2 cornerback position is solid. Yeah. We can shy away from our linebackers being complete. Like, there's a lot of things we can just kind of chalk up for but we're going to talk about a little of that today.
We're going to get into it. We got fresh content. We're going to get into it.
As always, y'all know how we do. And first and foremost, it is part of the TRS tradition, if you will, when it comes to the Chat Lives Matter. So let's start there immediately, effectively. We got people in the building. Shout out to my guy, Eric Raiders Hayden Hunter, Erica Channel, salute Nation, salute Eric. Hey, like I already told you in the chat, on the side, hopefully you got my email address. You absolutely will be getting that shirt. As you can see, it's right there, live and correct. It's right there. I haven't given it away. It's just waiting to be sent to you. So I appreciate you for participating, right, in the giveaway, all that good stuff, man. So don't worry, it's coming to you, man. It's coming to you. My guy, Steve Jones. Again, family, ladies and gentlemen. That's family right there. All day. Glad you're here. Hope you enjoy the show. Another staple in the building, John Leon. I love it, man. I appreciate it. Man, you really, hey, I love seeing you because I know you somebody that work hard too. You be in the streets from what I recall. You're like dealing with construction, pavement. So, hey, man, I really do hope you enjoy the show and I appreciate that you show up, man. Real talk. You already know. It's the dude. It's the number one hardest working man in the building. You know, Raider Rundown. I want to be like him when I grow up. Real talk.
Consistent content.
But the kid's fire. He's fire. He's fire. He ain't a kid. I mean, you know what I mean?
Something you disagree with, and by the end of the conversation, you like, there you go.
That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you for showing up, little bro. Absolutely, as always, representing and just, you know, showing out for us, man. Appreciate you. My main man, my God, Tony Shepard, 40 some odd minutes from the O. You already know, man. That's my guy, man. Can't do it without him. Can't do it without him. Wifey saying that she can't hear you. So you're going to have to, get into that. Make sure you're talking to that mic.
Info.
Yeah, just make sure you're talking to it and we'll be totally fine. Appreciate you, chat, for letting us know. Appreciate you, wife. We appreciate that. SoCal Sal is in the building. My God. Bro, I swear, man, we can't do this without y'all. You know what I mean? We can't do this without the chat. We can't do this without Raider Nation. So I can't stress enough. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out. As always, I know a lot of y'all are a part of everybody that we rock with, whether it's the Shield Squad, right? Whether it's the Rundown crew, whether it's Cheeto Linus's people. It's just we get down like that, man, and everybody shows up. And I will always show gratitude and appreciate it. So, we're going to dive right in, man. Let's talk about those wide receivers. I know that was something that you was thinking about.
And wide receivers, but, you know, if they're going to give AOC a fair shot, you know, you got to put them in the best predicament to win games.
Boom.
That's stack them and surround them with talent. You know?
I agree.
We definitely had, we had some studs on the field, our usual studs. Adam Myers stepped up big and, made some big plays for us. But we got some new talent that came in this year. We got Gallup, who's a playmaker. And can't forget, we got, Brock Bowers.
Absolutely.
He for sure got that dog in him. So he's surrounded by weapons. We still got Myers around. So
Jacoby, he's a fan favorite.
Players. You know what I mean? So there's plenty of weapons. There's plenty of places to place the ball. And I'm excited to see what Garner or AOC. I'm leaning more towards AOC.
Right.
You know, I think that the support that they've been showing him and, his teammates seem like they want him to be that guy.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. I mean, that's the beauty of what we got right now building in Raider Nation is there's always going to be that jealousy. Everybody's fighting for the number one spot. Everybody's trying to make sure they can feed their family. But at the same time, you actually do genuinely care about the dude that's ahead of you. Meaning that, right, there is no ill will, ill intent. Like, I hope this dude is getting hurt this game so I can come in. And no, none of that is there. And it's a healthy competition. It's all about, win or go home. And the bottom line is nobody's got hard feelings from that respect. And you have to help accordingly. It's a team situation. Right. You know, there's no way we win in this thing if the janitor's not doing his job. And I love bringing that up. I bring this up professionally all across the board because it's truth, it's facts. Just think about it. Whether you're in corporate America and you got a team that's been working on something and, you've been in a meeting room and you've whiteboarded the entire solution. And, if you're not communicating with your janitor, if you didn't take a picture of that,
many hands make light work.
He might clean that up. And you see what I'm saying? And these things are pertinent. It's important. Everything has to be hitting on all cylinders in order to win at that level, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited because I think we have everything in place, and not only everything in place, but we've also made it to where everybody is being held accountable, whether they like it or not. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing that I see in the front office.
Yeah, we've touched on this years ago. Accountability.
Absolutely. And I think we have that now. And there's no way that Telesco can make a bad mistake without the rest of the front office being right there to catch him before he falls. And vice versa, right? Same thing for AP. Same thing for our president. Everybody involved. The assistant general manager. All these things are in place, and things are starting to look up in a great way. I mean, they hating on us big time right now.
For sure. And they got to, and rightfully so. I think everybody involved in the front end down to the locker room has the same expectation. You know what I mean? And they're working and moving on the same accord, and that's to win football games and, not just get to the postseason, but go deep in the postseason. And
absolutely.
I think everybody believes in the squad. And you can tell in the acquisitions, the offseason moves and stuff that they did, that's the goal. That's the goal. Like I said, surround whoever the quarterback is going to be with as many weapons as possible. So he has the best chance of succeeding, man, and get them W's.
Question for you real quick. I know you believe in both of them. We all know that we want our homegrown, our own when it comes to Aiden O'Connell. But what is your real true thoughts on Minshew? What did you see that you liked? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that I like about him, man. Even back in his Jacksonville days, you know what I mean? The dude came in with a lot of personality, a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
Remember, he had the whole mustache thing going for him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he backed it up, man. He went out there and balled out, and he had some superstar weeks. He had some superstar weeks.
I agree.
And in his division, had it not been Brady down there in Tampa Bay, right?
Yes.
I think I think we would have seen him deep into the playoffs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited for him. And he's also, this, and I always stress this, he's also got to be a highly intelligent, have a high football IQ, because he goes to different systems that are completely different than what he's accustomed to playing in.
Right.
And he does well.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And again, that's one of the biggest things I think people are dismissing, kind of. And again, it translates into professional everything, just across the board, even in the real world as far as corporate office and so forth. But when you've seen a lot of playbooks, it kind of makes it that much easier and faster to pick up on those said playbooks when it's time. And that's a great thing for him. He can come in and not only grasp everything, but if he doesn't win the position, he can also teach it. He's got the ability to, you know what I'm saying, be a leader because he's 4 or 5 years in now.
Yep.
And, he's been leading the locker room. Hell, if it wasn't for 1 or 2 games or missed, Taylor at running back, they would have made the playoffs as far as the Colts are concerned. So I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. And then the flip side of all of this, if he doesn't get the job, and we know what he's capable of, well, then what does that tell you about AOC? What's your thoughts on AOC?
Like I said, man, I said it last week. He gave us some jump out of your seat plays, and he gave us some where's that remote plays. You know what I mean? So he's definitely fully capable of being the guy. He showed that it's not an IQ thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're playing a fast game. You're playing some of the fastest, strongest human beings on the planet. And each week he adapted. Some weeks he was better at things than others. But I think, him being a rookie, like I said last week, him being third string,
right,
kind of coming into the season with thinking, I'll never play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then you step up and you're the guy. And regardless of your performance, you were the guy. The team backed you.
Absolutely.
You're who the front end wanted or the front office wanted out there. You're who your teammates wanted out there. So they showed that confidence in him, man. And you know, like I said, he had some rough weeks. You know,
As all rookies do.
exactly.
As all
And
rookies
like I
do.
said, he wasn't coming into his rookie season with the idea of him starting football games.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
I'm excited to see how he puts it all together. You know what I mean? Everybody knows hindsight is 2020. I'm sure he can look at a lot of film, a lot of gameplay, and see just simple things he could have done to be more effective in the offense. And like I said, with the weapons we got surrounded around him,
No.
I'm looking for success. If that's who they go with.
Right. And that's the key word, if, right?
Yep.
Because you're right. I mean, either of these two can start.
Oh, for sure.
Either of these two can start, in my
Arthur Smith's
opinion.
a for sure starter.
A for sure starter in the league. He's definitely. I'm trying to even think of other quarterbacks that I'd put in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I mean,
it's not many.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
Put him in front of
absolutely.
You know, a lot of guys out there that
I'd put him in front of the I put him in the front of the Panthers guy.
Bryce.
Bryce. Yeah, I'd put him in front of Bryce.
Minshew all day.
Exactly. I mean, any of those rookies outside of C.J. Stroud.
Exactly, and you know, with the year that they had last year, I would take AOC over Bryce Young.
Absolutely, 100%, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I mean? And
Most
you know, it's no hating on Bryce Young or nothing like that. And you know, and at the same time, you got to look at the system that he's in. But you were supposed to be the guy coming in.
Right.
We saw everything but that. You know, I'll give him credit for not finger pointing and all that.
Right.
But you know, we see nothing from him. If he's battling for his position this year, I couldn't blame the Panthers for making that decision.
I couldn't agree with you more, man, to be honest. And, you know, shout out to Bryce, man. I like the kid. I felt bad he was going to be put in a bad situation, right? We all know and understand quarterbacks getting drafted first, second, and third are being drafted in a bad situation, right? That's their team was the worst, hence why they have these picks. So I felt bad, man. I felt bad for him from that respect. But it is what it is. You know, Tony Shepard, excited about the new blood on the offensive line and better depth.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge point. A huge point. Shout out to my guy, Kyle Tom, in the building, tapping in with Turf. Salute to the Just and the rest of the Raider Nation in the chat. Shout out to you, homeboy. I'm glad you could show up and make it, man. I hope you enjoy the show as always.
Sure.
Yeah, Kyle Tom, man, we've been trying to get Kyle Tom to get out here and do something, man. His takes are just outstanding, even if you hate him, right? Love him, hate him, indifferent. You got to respect that man's takes. He knows football. I'm going to give him that. But yeah, so like we said, or as I should say, like Tony just said, offensive line. What's your thoughts on that? DJ Glaze, right?
Yep.
Drafted in the third.
Mumford is doing good things.
Mumford Jr. is a lot of people are high on Mumford, my guy. Obviously, Rundown, that's one of his favorites. He's always been high on Mumford, and I'll be honest, man. If he shows up, man, he deserves the praise.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
He deserves the praise. He's a young one too. He's 24 years old.
Yeah, right. And this is what, year 2 or 3 for him?
Year 2.
Year 2, right. So, you know, like I said, it's a fast game, and you know, even at the college level, there's still guys who, you know, you're the best guy around, you're the big man on campus.
Right.
When you're in the NFL, there's at least 8 or 9 other people on that field who came up from childhood with that mentality.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it takes some time to develop into the star player and the role that, you know, you envision yourself playing. And I'm hoping that this year is a year for him, man, because you know, he can move the pile, but he's a better pass blocker, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Mumford, yeah. I mean, Mumford, man, he's young, so there's still some stuff going on with him that you just don't know if it'll pan out long term, right? And that's why people are still, you know, the jury is out still on him. They're not you know, giving him his props or the lack of, for that matter. But
only time will tell.
exactly, and it's up for him to produce. and put himself in position to gain those accolades. I think he has a great shot. I think he'll do very well in the right guard position. I've been having a lot of conversation about Colton Miller, who is the left tackle, and I kind of feel like, man, I don't know. I'm not. I understand the injuries, but he hasn't played for quite some time now, and it's like I'm more worried about that side than I am when it comes to Mumford Jr., to be honest.
Well,
what you think?
Injuries, man, it's what you were, and then it's what you are now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And hell, I dealt with it psychologically being my age. You know what I'm saying? It's what you think you can do. You know what I mean? And then there's what's actually being translated onto the field.
Yes.
And we can't win games with who you used to be.
No.
You know what I mean? So if there's a better guy, who they got behind him? Or who's he?
Mumford? I mean, or Colton Miller? I mean, that's the thing. They're gonna have what? It'll be DJ Glaze. It'll be it could be the kid from and I don't know why I'm calling him a kid. He's not a kid. From the Saints. I forget his name. We just picked him up. He's a tackle that can go both sides. Pause, both ways. Yeah. But yeah, we got a few, and that's why that's why I wanted to bring up that whole point that not Jack, Tony Shepard brought up as far as the offensive line and the depth.
There's definitely no gimmies.
Right.
Definitely no gimmies,
in the competition.
Exactly. And like I said, with the personnel that we're bringing in, and with the coach that we got running the show, names, dollar amount, none of that matters. It's
right.
Who's going to get the job done?
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm really looking forward to see. I really want to see who AP feels is the best fit at some of these positions.
Yes.
We could say this, we could say that with favoritism or, dislike this guy, but
yeah,
we're dealing with a Pro Bowler, a champion, and he knows a lot more, what these guys have to offer for what he's trying to do with this team.
No, absolutely. Absolutely right. I mean, this is the first time in a long time, Raider Nation, we can honestly say that we have some depth. If somebody goes down, we're not completely nervous and it's time to kiss the season goodbye and there goes the neighborhood, right? We don't have those problems anymore. We actually have some people that can step in and, allow us to win some games and continue to win games if somebody's out for an extended period of time. So,
and that's the key to a successful postseason is you gotta have depth. You gotta have depth.
How many people make it to postseason? Let's keep it a bean. Like, how many people make it to postseason that's just fresh? No injuries. Everything is gravy. The season has been fantastic.
Think about this. What would the Jets have been if A-Rod didn't go down first game of the season? He went down in like the second quarter. You know what I mean?
That was wild.
So, it's football. Things are happening. Bodies are moving around. And, depth is key.
Yes.
Depth is key. And like I said, I think that's something else that AP obviously understands. And I think it's something that he's planning and preparing for,
Yep.
You got your starters, but you really can't have weak links. You got to have somebody that can hop right in and get the job done regardless of what the situation is.
It's the old adage that you just said. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So you better make sure that weakest link is decent and grounded because you better believe you will be counting on that person at some point in time in the season. And that's, again, man, I tell you, sports translates to life like you'll never believe. It always does. It always has. And it never amazes me. The analogies, all the things, I constantly find myself having conversations and bringing up football or some other sport. You know what I mean? To explain situations and comparisons because it's just easier to understand. I literally just explained to somebody, there's no reason to be hiring a point guard when you're trying to look for a center. And that center will never play point guard and vice versa. So it's just, yeah, it's interesting stuff, man. So yeah, let's look at this chat, man. The chat is popping. Chat is popping as always. Let's see where we are. Jack Hanna in the building. Always Turf, Dash host, and the nation. Salute, brothers. Appreciate it, man. Tone, don't underestimate that experience Aiden got by being on the playoff race second half of the season. Dude, that is so spot on, and people aren't gonna listen to that, man. People aren't gonna understand where you're coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna have to talk about those kind of things once, right? We get mid season. You know, especially ALC's got to win the job. So we got a lot to look and see what happens before. But I'm going to talk that talk right with you, my guy, because I agree. I agree at all times. Jack Hanna giving his shout outs, man. Same thing for Tone. Anybody from California? Anybody from California out here? Not from California, but I am honorary. I mean, I did get my dominology degree from, you know what I'm saying, San Diego Mason, them streets on the park benches of the cafeteria, you know. So I do like to pull out my Diego card. You know what I'm saying? Dago card.
I know the Dago. You've been to Cali.
That's right.
LA ain't nothing, man.
I used to be my address.
Chula Vista, baby.
Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. My 2 cents is in the building. Salute, man. Salute, Raider Nation. Glad you could join the show, my man, and hope you enjoy it. Absolutely. I seen her. She snuck in. Callie is in the building. Miss Sun Goddess. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is going well. Hope you enjoy the show.
Sure, shout out to chat.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's see what Jack has to say. At Turf, salute to all the kids that outraced the Royal Gorge Fire. My son was one of 13 teenagers. I'm praying that was a good thing.
I know California's on fire.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope that, yeah.
Prayers definitely going up for everybody being affected by that.
Yeah, I don't think that's a joke. So yeah, now that I'm getting more context, yes, it is not a joke. Guys, if things are on fire, yes, we are definitely praying for you guys. Hope everything goes well. That right, natural disasters, those fires.
Just leave.
Just go. Yeah, and in fact, if y'all didn't know, this man right here is an official firefighter. Real talk. Just so happens that.
Don't wait till the last minute, man.
There you go.
It's crazy. I've seen the aftermath of some of that stuff. You know, driving between or on my way to Yosemite, man, and it's crazy just to see thousands upon thousands of acres
of fire
burned up. You know, the David Muir Woods out there, San Francisco on the other side of the bridge, burned up.
Wow.
And you know, just leave. It's the best advice I got. Just leave.
Wow. So yeah, I didn't know, man. He's saying the kids outraced that gorge fire. His kid was one of them. Man, I didn't even know this was going on, Jack. So, yeah, hopefully everybody is as safe as can be and minimal damage. Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, we are just in times where natural disasters are seeming to get worse and worse, right? I've had people contacting me about
we just ducked Burrow.
There you go, Burrow. Whatever I don't even know what they. Yeah, it's
supposed to hit this area and travel up to Temple where I've been staying.
Exactly.
And you know, like I said, thank God it was nothing but a beautiful day yesterday. Nice breeze,
right?
Temperatures,
right?
But they were predicting it to be a lot worse. And I know Houston took the brunt of it. A lot of flooding, a lot of wind damage down there. So, like I said, man, just prayers for everybody caught up in these natural.
Everyone is safe. Good to hear, Jack. That's what we like to hear, man. Everybody is safe. That's what we want to hear. Appreciate you for telling us that and letting us know, man, informing the people because, right, everybody is not. in California. Everybody that loves Raider Nation doesn't reside in California or live in California any longer, if you will, from that respect. So, yeah, shout out to y'all. I mean, I wish there was something we could do from this side of the fence. If there is, other than, you know, continuing to give out shout outs, letting people know, making sure people are aware, staying away from certain areas, whatever we can do. But yeah, y'all stay safe, and like the firefighter said, man, get up out of there. Don't try to save anything. Don't try to you know, play the hero, if you will. Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, everybody responded, man. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Thank you, Jack. And again, man, hey, look, we all about Raiders, right? Luckily, you know, there's not much to discuss. So yes, things like this we need to bring to the attention of the masses, because believe it or not everybody watches the news. Even with YouTube, you know, previous to YouTube, you know, you don't always hear about this kind of stuff, man. So make sure you're paying attention to your community, helping out as best as you can, and being a good human being. Right? Be a good human being. Help out. Do what you can.
I want to touch on
Yeah.
Bob Baker.
Yes. Yes,
A little
please.
bit more research.
Yes. We are talking about Mr. Dylan Laube right now, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Laube. What's your thoughts? I'm excited.
You know, I wouldn't dare disrespect anybody who's made it to the NFL. You know what I mean?
Boom.
You've proven yourself to be a superior athlete. Like I said, you're the man where you from. But, you know, I watched a few highlights of him, and, you know, 12, 15 minutes of highlights. I didn't see anything impressive, and I definitely didn't see anything that would make you say, this guy's going to get it done for us on Sunday. You know what I mean? That's me being real. I'm not trying to step on toes or hurt nobody's feelings or be a hater.
Yeah.
But he just don't seem the least bit dynamic to me. Now maybe it speaks volumes for the line that he was playing behind at the University of New Hampshire.
Right.
I think it speaks more to the talent that he was going against. And
it's
like
a fair
I said, I don't mean him
statement.
no disrespect, but I think there's a reason why he was at the University of New Hampshire.
Bro, I can't even be mad at that assessment. There's a lot of people that's hyping this kid up. My biggest fear for him is the hype. And the fact that he probably now is starting to believe it. And he's never really played any true competition.
Right.
You know, you have to remember, he's coming from the FCS. Same division I came from. So before any of the haters start going in that direction, it has nothing to do with that. It's because I came from that division, and I understand and know that's a little bit further away from the NFL than the SEC and all the other bigger powerhouses of D1, let alone FCS football. So he doesn't excite me either, man. And I don't understand why everybody gets so excited over this kid. You know, knowing that he's coming from where he's coming from, and I mean, again, I haven't seen anything that was just outrageous. He's not a Danny Woodhead. Danny Woodhead broke all the D2 records like that were imaginable. And then when you looked at his background, it was like, whoa. It was obvious.
He went out there and performed.
And
you know,
and he did it in the league. So, and he did it without having hype. And in fact, it was the exact opposite. He had all those accolades, and they still kind of shunned him because of the fact that, you know.
he wasn't on the big stage doing it.
So, man, I you know, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, like I said, I wish him the best.
Right.
And from a Raider fan standpoint, I hope you prove me wrong, bro. I hope you come out there and we haven't seen the best of you. I hope you got more to offer.
Absolutely. Hey, and that's the thing. Hey, bro. We don't hold back, bro, in any way, shape, or form.
It's just an honest opinion. That's all.
Honest opinion, and everybody and anybody knows.
Like I said,
Yeah.
to not want to pay JJ. You know what I'm saying? Get this dude, and then have the audacity to be talking about this. Dude.
Uh-oh.
Like I heard the McCaffrey comparison.
Oh.
That's so beyond disrespectful.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
So beyond disrespectful.
It is, bro.
Again, I'm just not seeing it. I just don't see it. Like I said, man, it's not about being disrespectful. It's just my
Yeah.
I'm nobody when it comes to the sport of football. I'm just a guy who watches it on Sunday like everybody else.
There you go, bro. Me and you both, bro.
There is nothing about this dude. Oh yeah, he gonna be the fit. He going. Nah, bro. I didn't see the speed. I didn't see the power. I didn't see no sauce on his run. It was nothing. It was nothing. It was just sideline streaking. I'm the toughest kid in this town. Football. You know what I mean? And you're gonna need a lot more than that to play in the NFL, man. And like I said, I somewhat trust the decisions that they've been making, and I can kind of see some of the things that the front office has been doing.
Right.
And I hope this guy's a good fit for whatever it is we got going on.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think he can be a good fit, but we haven't even seen the kid block. I mean, who cares what you can do if you can't stop a 240-pound linebacker coming barreling down with no blocks, no chips, nobody doing nothing. It's mano-a-mano, bro, because I'll tell you right now, Emmitt Smith is one of the best to ever do it. And you looking at Emmitt Smith in size, weight, all that. I don't know if Lobby has it.
Remember Edgerrin James?
Another one.
Backers used to try to run around. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So, it's a lot more to football than just 60-yard touchdown runs.
Yes. Even Abdullah. Even Abdullah can block, ladies and gentlemen. Why you think they're so comfortable with him being in on third down? You think that the quarterback doesn't have the option to keep that back in for protection? And you don't think they count on him to be there and handle that? They do. So I don't know. It's something that we have to pay attention to. I found it very odd that the public, just in general, the football world has gravitated to this Lobby deal.
Right.
And like you said, I'll be honest, I've seen way more special guys.
Yeah.
I've seen way more special guys in the FCS. I can rattle off 3 dudes right off the rip that I know that didn't even make it to the league,
right,
that have better stats than him in the FCS. And in fact, I'm sure some of them still hold records from the FCS series division, if you will, and are outstanding players. So I don't know, man. And again, I have no hate. I'm hoping he's a fan of the room, ladies and gentlemen. Rundown was probably one of his first interviewers as far as these YouTube streets. So we love him. We want him to do well. We're here to support him.
And like I said, it's not hating. It's just an honest opinion.
Exactly.
And you're part of the nation now. So I wish you nothing but the best, man. I hope you get your touches.
Absolutely.
I hope you get your TDs, baby, because it all works out for us.
Exactly. And that's the part that it's hard for people to understand. We're going to have these conversations, these tough talks, right? But the bottom line is, if and when the players prove us wrong, we are all happy about it. We're ecstatic that you're
the first to admit it.
100%. And go buy your jersey on top of it. You heard it from me first. Anybody that I do wrong and they show me out, I'm buying your jersey. Yep. It's the best thing I can do for you.
Make me a believer.
You know what I'm saying? It's giving you stats. It's giving your family stats. It's the best I can do for you from that respect. So you absolutely can believe that's happening. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to move forward with it, man. We're going to move forward. you know, with the positivity in Raider Nation, because you know it is Raider Nation, bro. We got some negativity.
Oh yeah, that's a part of it. That's a part of it. How
It's all
Rundown
part
feel
of the
about it?
game. Yeah, I'd love to hear what Rundown feels and thinks.
Touch on that, man. I'll be tuned in this week. Touch on that, man. Let us know your feelings on Dylan Labe, man.
And like I told you, he's the first one out of our group to interview him. I think he's the first one to interview him, period, in these YouTube streets.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. And then they started hopping on. Wait till you see. Yeah, you'll have to check out that interview with him. He did a fabulous job. Asked all the good questions. And of course, right, you don't want to be too tough on the rookie.
No,
you know,
right.
so
you fill him out a little bit, but you let him know you're welcome.
Yes. But yeah, Rundown did a fabulous job for everybody on the chat. If you haven't seen that video, go to his spot, check it out. Trust me.
It's worth watching. I'm gonna definitely catch it.
It's 100% worth watching. Every inch of that video. I mean, Lobby is an entertaining guy, and that's the other part. See, so again, here we're gonna big him up. Like, he's an entertaining kid. He's smart. He does know football. He loves football. I am hoping that he proves me wrong personally. I've already stated that I think they've put way too much pressure on him from that respect. Out the gates, just impossible to put this kind of pressure on an FCS running back that's never dealt with this type of interior defense, right? See that? So I'll say this. This is how I like to see things. At least this is what it was for me when I was right in this whole entire, you know, game of football in college and pros, et cetera, and what the people would tell me based on the people that made it, the people that didn't make it. But it is the offensive defensive line. It is that size difference and that athletic difference between the big boys. And you can start to add, right? There's not really much fullbacks going on anymore in the new modern age of offense. You know what I'm saying? So the linebacking core, even for us, think about it. We only play with 2 linebackers. We have a 2 linebacker set. You know, it's 5 DBs, 2 linebackers, and the rest is D linemen. You know, defensive ends, D linemen. So it's a position that's slowly becoming obsolete. But you better understand when it comes to college, the difference between a D3, D2, right? FCS and D1, linebacking core matters.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Skill positions, they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah,
you can pick a D3 guy and put him on, and you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. But the linebacking core and the D and offensive line and the fullback, the tight end, like that.
Those are the difference makers on that level.
There you go.
Those are the difference makers.
Difference makers.
These are we're Khalil Mack, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you look at his college numbers. I don't think they'll ever be touched. You know what I'm saying? Look where he got drafted. You know what I mean? Look at his draft position. So, you know, when you really got to bring it in those positions.
Yes.
Like I said, some of the skill positions, you know, I'm sure there's a receiver or even a cornerback at a HBCU who's a lockdown guy, but just didn't get the look, didn't get the acknowledgement, didn't get the notoriety that some of the other people have going to bigger colleges and having better opportunities.
Right.
You know what I mean? So some of those skill positions are hit or miss, but when you can fill that hole or when you can open a hole, you know what I mean? When you get in that quarterback, people going to know your name.
Yes. 100%, yes. 100%. I don't know where you came in, man, but I see you, man. This is my guy, D Minutes, bro. Shout out to D Minutes, man. You are a day one. Yeah, absolutely. Glad you could make it, man. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, Tone, I see this question, man. It's a great question. It's a fabulous question. Turf, do you know if they ran the zone or power blocking scheme at Georgia with Zamir White? I think they ran the zone. I think Georgia runs zone.
Yeah, I think Georgia runs his own block.
Let me see. I think.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Uh-oh. My dog is barking. Let me see if I can find it. I'll look and see. But I'm pretty sure they ran more of a run zone. They just have that type of running back. They bring in those kind of running
Right,
backs.
and those type of linemen.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
that do zone blocking much better. Somebody, if you know better than we do in the chat, please point that out. But I am pretty sure they are a zone blocking offense. I'm almost like very confident in saying that, just in general across the board. It definitely tailors more towards the run game.
Right.
Georgia's always been about the run game, regardless of the receiver. The talent on that team is second to none, right? That includes your Alabamas, your LSUs, your Floridas. They're right there in the upper echelon. They're always in the top 4. So, I mean, that's what you're going to get, right? But, yeah, I think they run the zone. I think our offensive line coach, right, he absolutely is James Gregg. He absolutely is about zone blocking, and what I love about him is he is a nasty offensive line coach, if that makes sense, in a great way. Again, he's coached by the great Sonny Lubick, a long time, well-known name in college football, who's a legend, quite frankly, particularly on the West Coast. He's probably got
most of his time.
Colorado State is where he's known for 100%. That's really where he cut his teeth, if you will. Born and raised in Montana, I want to say. I played ball with his son.
Okay.
And James Gregg played for him.
Okay.
And 95 is when he graduated, and I played him at Montana State in 1995. He was their offensive guard when I was a running back in 95 when Colorado State played Montana State. So everybody knows I've went through the whole offense and coach, all defensive coaching staff, training staff, all of that. And there's a lot of that Montana grit.
Yeah.
And I've explained, in my opinion, what that brings to the team, which is going to be a physical and mental toughness that you're not going to understand. And I'm telling y'all, that Montana thing is different. It's easy to talk about it, etc. You laugh when you're coming from the SEC and those big. I'm telling you that Montana
big. You know what I mean? And it's not as populated, so it's not getting the big city attention that a lot of these other schools get. But football's a big thing there. High school football is big there, and
huge.
And there's a lot of talent. I'm sure if you pulled up a stat sheet of draft picks, especially linebackers and linemen.
Yes.
I think you'd be surprised to find out how many athletes Montana put into the NFL.
Exactly right. So shout out to my Montanans. Those people absolutely are hard-nosed. If you ever spent a winter there, you just don't understand. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all, that's not the people y'all want to mess with. You know what I mean? Like when if you out, right, and you gotta pick and choose who you gotta deal with to fight, the Montana dude is the last one you want to deal with. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. It's a lifestyle. I'm telling you, it's one of the toughest places to come from in this country, in my opinion. And anybody that knows me knows I've been traveling. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
And I've traveled all over this country. There's very few places that I've been, and I can assure you Some of the toughest people come out of that place. So yeah, it's a lot to look forward to for us. I mean, this is the first real true year. You know what I'm saying? Of getting all of these pieces in place and put together. I got a question for you. How are you gonna feel if things don't start to materialize sooner than later? You know what I'm saying? Like, because we aren't talking about this stuff. We're not going to talk. We ain't talking about what's going to happen when it goes wrong.
Yeah, we see the puzzle pieces coming together, so we think we're seeing the picture, but we still got football to play.
Exactly.
You know, man. You know, I'll put it like this. I'm a Raiders fan. So if the Raiders do anything other than make me feel like a Raiders fan this season, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like a new type of Raiders fan, because if it doesn't materialize and they don't produce and they're not getting W's like how we think they should be getting W's, it's just another Raiders season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, so.
Unfortunately, I think.
Exactly. Unfortunately, there's only room to go up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And, almost every season except for last season because of coach and personnel and all that stuff. I would come into the season with, high hopes, trying to be positive about the team and stuff like that.
Yes.
But, last year, it was really hard to do that. It was really hard to do that. And obviously, at no point in time did I not want to be or want the program to be successful.
Right.
But, I just couldn't see the puzzle pieces.
Right.
And I definitely couldn't see them coming together. But like I said, this year, and, maybe because, I was an AP fan. Antonio Pierce was, a heck of a linebacker, man. He brought you some.
One of the best to ever do it. One of the best to ever do it.
So I believe in him, and I've also seen how the team responds to him. You know what I mean? Yep. And when I heard that he was calling up, Coughlin?
Yeah.
Asking for advice on clock management and stuff. I'm like, see, this guy right here gets it.
He gets it.
I mean,
100%. He gets it.
Whatever he needs to, and draw from whatever resources are available to him to give you the best product. And and like I said, man, it's hard for me to not see us having success this season.
Right.
And I'm not saying that from a naive Raider standpoint. You know what I mean? But this is, like we said, we talked about accountability. You know what I mean? You could see these things coming into the picture. You can see these things develop. And like I said, him having a full season, being able to bring guys in that he wants there.
Right.
Like I said, man, there's only one way to go. There's only one way to go. And
I agree, man. I agree. And, Rundown, he's definitely voiced the fact that, because he's 25. Somewhere around that age, he has not seen winning football from the Raiders. Rundown. Yeah, Rundown's a kid from that respect. Wow. Yeah, like
and not that the homie looked older, but I thought he was at least early 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, absolutely.
Shout out to you, bro.
It's because he's so mature.
Yeah, for bringing that type of maturity, man, and standing behind your product, standing behind your pocket.
Yes, and that's what it boils down to when it comes to Rundown. And I try to explain to people this kid is before his time from that respect. Most what I mean? He
where he ball at?
California. That's a whole bro. There needs to be something on. There needs to be something on Rundown.
Yeah,
bro.
What part of Cali are you from?
Fontana. I could be wrong. Look, all I'm gonna tell you is all I saw was like 3 plays.
He was like, all right,
from his highlight tape, and I'm like, what happened? Because it don't make sense. Yeah. We all just learned. So in TRS, we're a bunch of short dudes. Shout out to Chris, Cheeto, Linus, Leo, and myself. We all like the same height. Rundown like 6 feet.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? And then again, on top of that, you look at his tape as a running back, and you're like, this doesn't make sense. There's no reason I should know you right now. I should be watching you on television.
Right.
So eventually we're gonna pull that out of Rundown, ladies and gentlemen. Pause. Yeah, but no, we
again for the modesty, man.
Because, he's and that's I'm trying. People don't know, man. I'm trying to tell you, people don't know. I love the kid, man. He's a special dude. Real talk,
Yeah,
man. He's a
like
special
I said, man, I
dude.
see it, man. He brings great content, great
Yeah.
consistency, and like I said, probably 80% of the time I don't agree on what he's saying.
right.
Like I said, 5 minutes later, I'm like, I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he stand on what he say. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I respect that, man. So like I said, bro, shout out to you, man. Keep that consistent product coming.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we love Rundown, man. I'm telling you, he's a big part of TRS, man. He
Yeah.
keeps it together for us. Real talk. Yeah, man. I mean, we all bicker and fight like like straight brother. But it's what I think gives us good content, and that's the nation.
Man, I've been to Raider games where I didn't know the people standing next to me, and we arguing over who was the best Raider running back and all this other stuff, spilling beer on each other. You know what I mean? Showing, it's just, people don't really understand, and that's why, like my buddy Matt was saying, talking about, are we bigger? Are we like the Bills Mafia? So
Right.
every other football, like there's football fans, and then you got like those soccer hooligans over in England. We're the soccer hooligans.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get busy in the parking lot.
Yeah.
If that's what y'all want to do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And every game that I've gone to, it's been the same way, man. I never forget. I was down in I think it's Maryland, right, where they play where the Redskins play.
Oh yeah.
Right.
DC.
Yep.
Yep.
And
The Commodore or the Commanders, excuse me.
yeah, they're the Redskins.
Redskins.
It was a couple. Me and my boys, we was in the parking lot. We was grilling up some food and stuff. And man, these dudes came over, man, and just start talking.
Yeah.
And like my boy, who doesn't do the tailgating scene, was kind of looking like, what's up with these guys? I'm like, man, you see the Raider gear on, bro? It's us in the parking lot, bro. We here. We out here. You know what I'm saying? This is what it do, man. And that's what Raider fans understand that a lot of other teams and a lot of other ball clubs don't understand.
They don't get it.
Once you in that silver and black, you family, especially if it's Sunday. You family.
All day. All
Free
day.
food, free beer. You know what I mean? And I'm usually traveling to these games. I just show up.
Right.
You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Everything else goes away.
Exactly. Show up with an appetite, wanting some beer, and have never not had my needs met at a Raiders game.
Right. No, not at all.
I mean, so
No
shout
racial
out to the
issues.
Never.
No feminist issues.
Right.
Nothing.
All
No
football.
issues. No issues.
And I'll tell you
It's all
what,
about football.
all of them Raiderettes are way more hardcore. Cowgirls, Bill Mafia Blues, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly. And for the record, I am absolutely right now currently looking for any Raiderettes that's looking to get on this mic. And I mean that respectful attitude.
Right.
That sounded wild. Where's TRS when I need him? No, real talk though. We are looking for Raiderettes to really talk that talk, man. We know y'all know football, and it's time for ladies to be heard from that respect.
Exactly, because there's some
Real talk.
diehards out there. I've encountered them.
Absolutely.
And, like I said, man, it's a solid fan base, man. And being older and being an adult and having gone to these games and experienced it,
Yes.
I made the right choice as a 7-year-old.
All day, bro. All day. Hey, we are at the top of the hour. It is the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. It's been amazing as always. Y'all not gonna get in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Commentary on a regular basis. At least not until we can figure something out, right? For people, we're just fortunate that my man is in town, man.
Yeah,
So
for sure. And it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Couple questions, showing love. And like I said, this is the slow time of year. Ain't much to talk about, so we just bouncing ideas around,
Yep.
but we doing what me and Turf was doing 4 years ago.
Yes.
And that's just kicking it, talking Raider football,
Oh.
and it don't matter who's listening.
Nope.
But we definitely appreciate y'all being out there.
Absolutely. And we're gonna keep doing this, ladies. It's gonna get bigger and bigger. Before you know it, real talk, one of my goals is for people to look forward to the shenanigans and the nonsense that we do during the off season.
This season, and that's why it's so key. Thank
Yeah.
you for riding with the squad now, because this season it's about to blow up. Content gonna be crazy. I got some ideas that I'm about to give. We're gonna bounce back. I'm gonna bounce off them right now as soon as we get off air.
Yes.
And we're gonna do it real big this season, man. And
oh yeah,
is y'all gonna be a part of it. We all gonna be a part of it. If you get to the games like this man get to the games, you know, it's gonna be something to look for. We're looking to take the show to the next level, you know.
He's so right, bro. He don't even know some of the things that's already in the works. Shout out to Leo Cheeto Linus. He's got something planned for the first game that's just bonkers, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up? So
This Raiders, it's real. It's real. Absolutely, it's real. It's real. So, hey, we love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the show. You know, we never gonna miss. We gonna keep rocking. Chat lives matter as always. So please continue to ask questions. We will be having more giveaways, more sponsorships, all kinds of stuff, man. Like I said, I haven't forgot about my man that I gotta get the shirt to. Eric Raiders Haters Hunter, Erica channel.
Send it out tomorrow. It's right here.
It's right here, bro.
Send it out
Got
tomorrow.
you right here. I just been waiting to try to get in touch with you for your email and so forth. And that's just one piece. Understand, you know, Leo and Chris have a giveaway for a Black Hole preseason seat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
The Raider Syndicate is real. It's serious. We really starting to make some noise and do some things. Not only for, you know, the fans, but just Raider Nation in general. So keep in touch. Keep out there. Keep supporting. We really do reciprocate. We really do put any and everything back into the channels and Raider Nation just in general that you guys give. So it's not for anything. Trust me, everybody's appreciated. We love y'all, man. Real talk. But till then, hey, stay up with us. Keep on supporting.
Yep.
And yeah, we will.
Thursday night, you and Turk,
Yep.
you and Rundown.
Rundown is Thursday night.
Sunday with the Syndicate, right?
Syndicate. And
Stay tuned.
yes, absolutely.
Content.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, is Rundown at 5 Eastern. And then we also got Spicy and Shield Talk at 8. That's right. Obviously, Leo was yesterday. Fire show with New Kid and Town on the Block. Man, I'm telling y'all, we are doing our absolute best to bring y'all any of the talent that's worth watching. So yeah. Till then, Raider Nation,
Be blessed.
we are out. Peace.
I mean, I don't see how we can't be happy about that.
Decomposing, you been bugging.
It should.
So I immediately, set myself up, to expect a release. VIP section, you guys know how to do. So, that's it.